everyone, and welcome to Jack and Cat Adventures. Today we're going to be making a really cool dessert. It tastes like cheesecake and it's pretty easy to make, and it just takes a little time because you got to freeze it and things like that. But you can keep these in your freezer when we're done and just pull them out and bake them when you need them. They're great for a breakfast add-on or dessert. So let's get started. They are called Mini Cinnies, and you need 16 slices of bread. You need 1 teaspoon of vanilla in your bowl, 1 egg, 8 ounces of cream cheese softened, and a ½ cup of sugar. We're going to blend that together. So let's get started. So what you want to do while that's going, you want to cut the crust off our bread. I just bought cheap white bread. You don't need to go expensive. The cheaper the better, actually, because it's a little bit firmer. Because when we're done cutting this off, we are going to put the cheese batter on this, and then we're going to roll it and put it in butter and cinnamon sugar. So you need a little bit firm. Alright, now that our cream cheese mixture is nice and smooth, we're going to put cream cheese mixture on our slices of bread. I'm just using an offset spatula to do it easy. And don't be skimpy with this, because this is where you're getting all your flavor from. And then what you're going to do, after each one, you're going to roll it like a jelly roll. Like that. Just take the excess off, like so. Then we're going to roll it in butter. And then in cinnamon sugar. Now this cinnamon is 1 cup of sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I add a little extra cinnamon just because we like cinnamon in our house. So you can add more or less, however you like it. Just set it on a parchment or wax paper lined tray, and then we're going to put them in the freezer for 3 hours. Alright, so now that these are rolled, this is what it should look like. I did end up having to melt ½ a stick of butter and a little bit more sugar and cinnamon together to finish this. There is a little bit left over. If you have extra bread, go ahead and use it. I don't, or else I would have doubled this recipe, because you want to double it. It is so good. So we're going to put this in the freezer for 3 hours, covered with saran wrap. And while we're waiting our 3 hours, why don't you go through some of our YouTube videos and subscribe, and let us know how you like our videos, and if you want us to make something, let us know. Give us some feedback. Alright, so we'll see you in 3 hours. Alright, so now that our cheesecake rolls are hardened from the freezer, we're going to cut them into bite-sized pieces. Make sure you use a serrated sharp knife, because it'll go right through it. You're going to lay them on a tray, and you're going to bake them at 350, 10 minutes on one side, flip them, and then do 5 to 10 minutes more, or until they're golden brown. I'm only going to bake a few, and then I'm going to show you how we freeze them. I love to have these on hand because they bake up really fast and they're so delicious. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a large Ziploc bag, gallon size. What I do is I put a little bit of wax paper in the bottom. Okay, and we're just going to put the rolls on the wax paper in a single layer, and then continue with the wax paper and rolls. And then we just put them back in the freezer, and you can bake them right out of the freezer. They don't have to thaw. Just gonna slip them in here in a single layer. And then you just continue with the rest of them like this, okay? All right, so these are done. See how nice and golden brown they are? Like that. You want them golden brown. And these are just the ends. They don't look as good, but they taste just as good, don't worry. So now I'm gonna just let these cool, and then you just can plate them up and eat them. So remember, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you do you.